what's the worst way that this like is going to end with this age verification, scanning your ID, your credit card? It's crazy. It's so insane. I hate it.
It's like, it's hard to tell what the future will look like, but the immediate future seems a little bit more predictable. So let's take like right now, our administration's like not super stoked on immigrants and doing a lot of crazy shit on immigrants. Apple as a company has made a very strong decision to focus on security and privacy. And even when a terrorist in San Jose, they would not track his iPhone and give it to the US government. They took a very big stand there, and that was really impressive.
But I feel like that happens though. Like, oh, his phone coordinates.
They wouldn't give him the info, at least for iPhone, this specific thing.
But they could get it other ways?
They can get it other ways. But so this is exactly the example. Like Pornhub or Facebook, I don't think is going to have any moral dilemma selling the data to the U.S. government or selling it to Palantir. So now you can be like, that guy has a Mexican ID. His location is right here. He's not a fucking citizen. And like that could be like the easiest way just to go like very effectively round up every single immigrant and get them like out of the country.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about just like... this like what about just like, hey, I don't know, maybe not like someone that has like some sort of social like some sort of audience being like, hey, here's your Pornhub transcript that this is going to come out if you don't say like Palantir is actually pretty good for this or that or whatever the cause that they want to push. Like that seems pretty easy to do.
Yep, they can buy that data and they can fully do that and be like, hey, this is like public information. So like another Teal idea is that the apocalypse isn't actually, or Armageddon, not the apocalypse, Armageddon isn't this huge destruction. It's actually the unveiling of all privacy. So like the Antichrist will bring along Armageddon because it'll be like the Eye of Sauron, because they will know everything and they will see everything.
Oh,
and that goes back to kind of like what we were talking about in the beginning with like your kids will have all the dirt on you, and like really the only path through is like
just living authentic life.
Just like, and knowing you're always being kind of watched, like, which I've always kind of understood.
But still, that sucks still, though.
It sucks,
I mean, because, like, you ever talk to someone that goes, like, you're telling them, like, you really shouldn't, like, be on TikTok or whatever. Like, why do I care if the Chinese have my data? I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah. It's like, but you should still care. Like, you don't care that they have all your keystrokes or that they have all of your, like every account associated with this. That okay, if you don't care that they have your banking information, then give me your banking information. If you don't care, it's just so crazy that people even are like, well, hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't need to keep anything private. It's like, that's insane. Even the principle of that should make you mad.
It should make you mad. And it's crazy because people don't know, because they want to decrease friction. And like, I think right now in like modern age, all you need to focus on in order to be like an effective and happy person in the long term is focusing on increasing friction within your life. Like when you see a place that it's asking you to decrease friction, that means you're being bought and sold. And so it's like, I think that's why you see a trend of like working out again. You see a trend of like ice baths. It's like all these options to like increase friction, doing hard things. Like that's why that stuff's important, is because you're building resiliency. And my biggest argument that it seems quite obvious, but people take it for granted, is that like, I'm obsessed with China and I have been my whole life. I convinced my parents to take me there for a month when I was 10.
Oh, nice.
Like fucking love China, but and I love Chinese people. But
I've been in China. We can talk about that.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go into China next. But like, the idea that a country that is actively considering us as an enemy, controlling the algorithm that controls your mind, and being like, I'm just gonna do that, is fucking crazy to me. It's like they actively dislike and are competing against us, and we know algorithms completely impact your reality and like sense making apparatus. So you're letting the person dictate it, not necessarily just to sell ads, but who actively want to change how you think.
And let's look at what happened. Everyone's more anxious, more depressed, addicted to nicotine, addicted to porn. Everyone's like, whatever, like, not that that's like, it's such a, but it's like some sort of like your mind's getting fucked with somehow. And then what's their algorithm? Math and like physics. And like, that's just, so once you know that, you should be like, okay, that's as obvious as it needs to be for me to not use this. Then you go, well, Instagram's still just as bad, but it's like, well, at least it's the neighbor, you know. Like if you're a kid and your parents
need America to succeed. Instagram needs America to succeed.
Yeah, that's what
TikTok doesn't.
They need it to not succeed. It's the exact opposite. So that just is like,
or TikTok does less.
So it's just I hate that. I feel like so many of my friends, they'll just be like, yeah, but I'm not doing anything wrong. Who cares? That's like, that's not at all like what the problem with this is. Like, of course, if you're doing something wrong, that's whatever. It's no,
but it's so hard because you cannot tell what will be wrong in the future. And this is when you've seen in the past, specifically with the Chinese government, is they have gone back and retroactively been like bad boy.
Yeah.
Like Jack Ma, bad boy.
That's so funny that you said the all seeing. The eye thing made it such a visual, like clear thing, but it's like for some reason we're just too, or at least I shouldn't speak for the whole world, but it seems like all these things have been told in like stories and all this stuff before, but in your head you think it's actually going to be like a humongous cyclops eye on the top of like a mountain or something, but it just actually looks like, you know, like chips and computer programs and cameras and stuff, so you don't even realize that's really happening. Or like when like on JRE they used to talk about eventually you're going to upload your memories to a computer and do this and that, whatever. Now, like, just because it's not so direct and that visual, people don't realize it. But Snapchat, it's called your memories. They remind you what you did a year ago for the last 10 years. You take videos and stuff, you talk to people, and they go, oh, yeah, I just still like it. Like, I deleted Snapchat 2 years ago. Everyone else my age still has it. They go, well, how am I going to send videos to my friends or keep engaged? Or I love the memories. I love to see what I did a year ago. And I'm like, well, that literally is like that conspiracy that they talked about on JRE years ago. You're doing that now, but it's just called Snapchat. It's not called uploading your memory to the cloud. And it's so creepy that they call it memories too, and they remind you and go, oh, I forgot about that. Like, we're already there. It's just that you have to do it manually. And now we've convinced everyone on Earth to just be self-reporting, manually filming. Like, everyone is filming themselves. They're telling on themselves. It's crazy. Not even doing anything wrong.
Like, you are the security state. Like, you are the enforcer of the security state.
And we're all contributing to it. It's like if they were like, hey, we want to make a security state where all of you work for us to film the stuff, because obviously we don't have enough cameras to just be filming everything yet. We're getting there with like security public cameras in every street. And Waymos, dude, I drive around and I just see, oh, that camera's just on all the time. Like, even if you want to just go on a walk, you can't avoid a Waymo just going right past you. Yep. Like, when's the first like murder that is solved by a Waymo going to come out and be like, well, you really shouldn't have had access to that footage, but we're happy the murder was solved. But is that always recording? Where's all that being stored? Like, this is fucked. This is so fucked.
It's super scary, dude. And there's this book, a novella written in, I think, 1914, called The Machine Stops. And it predicted, it was so funny because it was written by this gay romance writer. And then he just wrote, like, randomly side quested to this, like, sci-fi novella.
He's like, I got some shit to say.
I got some shit to say. And in my mind, he was, like, channeling something. Like, I really believe that, like, we channel ideas. Like, they have to, like, be memed through us.
Yeah.
And, like, this fucking guy, it's crazy what he predicted in 1914. The internet, Uber Eats, podcasting, YouTube, lockdowns, like.
So he's just writing about like gay sex, and then he just got hit with a beam.
Exactly.
This is the future.
Yeah, then he just like gets a down from the future. And the craziest thing that makes me feel so wild, and why this is such like a human thing and is taking advantage of our human psychology, is he predicts so accurately how humans will react to this technology.
Ugh.
He predicts like isolation. He predicts lack of trust in each other. He predicts like all of these things that happen, like disconnection of the family and family units and family values, decrease of risk or willingness to like try things, decrease of the dangers of asking questions, like all of these things. And it was just like, holy shit, this book is wild.